It's the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast with Alex Trataros, John Meleka, and Raisi on the beat. Let's go.
Raisi K, the Raisin Man.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Alex Trataros here with another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. And with me, as always, my buddy, of course, pal, the man, playing the one and only John Meleka. And guess what, John? We got a fan-fucking-tastic Jets win today. That's what we got, baby. That's what we got. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we're going to get all the swears out today because it was that type of win. I don't care. Yo, I was watching this game, and as soon as we saw the turning point, which was the wide open Corey Davis, like 70-yard TD, I was like, are the Jets actually about to have this opportunity to pull off something, or are we just covering for John's sake?
Yeah, I mean, a great day for the New York Jets, a great day for New York sports in general. This is the first time since September of 2009. And I was a freshman in college that the Yankees, the Mets, the Jets, and the Giants won on the same day. The Giants had a great win, and the Yankees had a great win with Aaron Judge getting 2 home runs to 59. But nothing compares to the New York Jets being down 13 points, 95 seconds, no timeouts. And, dude, all the Browns had to do was just fall down. It was just crazy that they scored that touchdown. I mean, I understand why they went in for the score. I mean, they're up two TDs. Like, I totally understand. That Cade York extra point. I mean, talk about extra teams. The special teams, it's late. Special teams mattered today. And holy crap, did it matter, dude. From Braden Mann, this is the Braden Mann redemption story. From Braden Mann hitting that 4th down out route to Jeff Smith on the fake punt to Braden Mann killing it on the actual punts to Braden Mann recovering that fake onside kick with the ball on its side, kicks to the left, and we recover it, dude. And on the other side, they missed their extra point, which gave us. It's funny you mentioned it. I thought it was just going to be that 6.5 cover, and I mean, once they got the ball back, and it was Joe Flacco, and he somehow just found. I can't wait to watch all 22 there. We never actually got to see what happened in the secondary of the Browns, but somehow, some way, Corey Davis was wide open. Walked in for, I don't know, it was like a 60-yard touchdown. That was crazy, dude. And I just thought that was classic, the most classic Jets backdoor of all time. It was 6.5. It wasn't, they weren't covering all game since the Browns scored. And I thought that was where it was going to end. And you know what, man? For what it's worth, Saleh put his money where his mouth was. From the punt, from the fake punt, all the way down to just kind of playing to the whistle. You know what I mean? Sure. And the Browns obviously thought we were just going to run it out. Like, literally, they thought we were just going to run out the clock.
The Browns took their foot off the pedal. I mean, the fact that you gave Corey Davis a 65-yard wide open TD to then we were, graced with a Brandon Mann. Not only did he throw a touchdown, not a touchdown, but throw a 4th down pass to Jeff Smith to get the first down for us.
Sick.
But this man does an onside kick and fakes the entire Browns returning squad. And then we recover and we just march down the field to go get another touchdown and seal this game away. It was just spectacular all the way through. I mean, it was not a perfect game. Let's say offense showed up today, defense not as much, but it was really, really just fantastic showing by Joe Flacco. Elite Flacco, by the way. Elite Flacco. Such a great showing that this is why John's in a nice collared shirt and button down shirt, I should say, with a tie, because you don't get these type of wins that often. John's got to come dressed correct. I unfortunately did not get the memo, but John is ready for today. So,
Dude,
look,
I mean, like, this has been the longest day for me from the Jets were dead in the water, man, and I was miserable. And then I had an engagement to go to, and then I had a wedding to go to. Had a double header today. Somehow made it to both because they were both in the same city, and I just realized when I got home that my tie was actually Browns color, which I thought was perfect to record this game on. And you're right, we never have these wins, but dude, I mean, I know all we're going to talk about is the end of this game. I know what everybody wants to talk about is the end of this game. It was miraculous. It was amazing.
It's something you don't.
It could spin heads. However, Alex, this game was crazy before that. This game was insane before that. I mean, the ref calls, the drops by we're addicted to fumbling. The drops by Conklin, honestly.
They were rough. But you know,
dude, this game
all of that was rough.
Crazy.
This game was insane. You know, and it's what makes it even more insane for me. And I had to go watch some of these highlights because I missed it thanks to DirecTV giving me that NFL Sunday package and being crappy today. Like, good Lord, man. Thank God that contract ends. NFL, go talk to Amazon and Apple, because today, 2 weeks in a row, NFL Sunday Ticket has dropped the ball, man. Absolutely dropped the ball. I missed the entire third quarter today. The entire third.
That's crazy.
Dude, like, I missed the entire third quarter. And there was even more people who were missing the entire games today, the entire 1 o'clock slate. Like, what's going on here? But
luckily for you, that was the worst quarter of the whole game.
Thankfully. But you know what? Like, I went back and I saw the hold that, you know, Font got called for, which is, I don't even know how you will get that and say, dude, this is where we're just going all over the place because this game was just so great. But this is
kind of like Memento, where you have to start at the end of this game and kind of work your way backwards.
Yeah, or like Pulp Fiction, where you're just trying to piece everything together, right? You just have no idea what just happened today. Because let's keep it a buck, man. Like, how long has it been since we've seen the Jets do something like this, where it's truly a come from behind victory? Like, you know, like they played against the Titans, sure, last season. That was just great improv, whatnot. Not like this. Not when you're down 2 scores.
Well, there was some luck
to come
involved.
back with
there was some luck involved.
Of course, you need a little bit of luck in everything to do this, but
Kareem Hunt going out of bounds, Nick Chubb scoring.
I mean, my fantasy day was good for Nick Chubb, so I'm happy. All right,
I agree,
I have
me
3 out of my
too.
4 leagues.
But I mean, how do you? Again, I don't fault him for scoring. I know it's a smart play to just fall down and end the game. I get
We're
it.
up 30-17. Like, if I'm looking at this, it's like it's the Jets. Like, we're not going to come back from 30-17 and
There's
win
no
this
timeouts. They have no timeouts. The Jets had 0 timeouts. That's the craziest part, man. They had no way to stop this game. This game could have ended so many times, but also kudos to, I mean, I can't believe how far we've gotten to this episode. We didn't even mention it. We kind of mentioned backhandedly Breece Hall because of that George Font hold, where Breece Hall got us a first down, but Garret Wilson, man. The Garret Wilson has arrived to the NFL, and you know, the first week 1 where he did that little shimmy where he caught the ball, he did that shimmy where I thought it should have been a first down, but it wasn't. I was like, okay, listen, I like what you did there, but there's kind of 2 sides to that story, right? It could be like Robbie Anderson, where all of a sudden you get the ball and you face up and then you fumble, right? Where he even did that today.
Yep.
Shout out to him. He's the man where he just gets this crazy touchdown 1 week and then fumbles the next week. It's literally clockwork. But anyway, so I was nervous that was going to be Garret Wilson. He absolutely killed it today. He had 1 bad drop, and honestly, almost cost us the game. Almost cost us the game.
Oh, what do you? Yeah, that was like, if he catches that, like, it's a different story. I feel like the way the Jets are competing in this game.
I agree.
Because it was a 3rd down. He was wide open on the slant, and he was ready to run. He was figuring out, like, receivers have this, like, I get it, where you want to, like, catch it and make a move, but just focus on catching the ball first and then worry about making the move later. And that's kind of what he was going through those motions. Understandable. Thankfully, we were able to come back and still still win this goddamn game. Just shocking, man. But shout out to Garret Wilson. 8 out of 14, 102 yards, averaged 12.8 yards per reception for 2 TDs today. A game-winning touchdown. How fitting, John. How fitting that he gets his first TD in Ohio of his NFL career, and he gets a game-winning touchdown now in Ohio. He's the reason why him and Joe Flacco are the reason why the Jets win at the end of today.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about that. I honestly think Braden Mann is probably the biggest reason the Jets win today. Sauce Gardner played pretty well.
It was a great team effort. Great team effort. Like overall, like they fought. Like defense, like I said, it wasn't perfect. They were giving up a lot of yards to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
DJ Reed is so good, man.
DJ
Reed and Quan Alexander are huge for this team. Quincy Williams had some mistakes. I can't wait to watch the film when it comes out. He had some wild mistakes, but he had some nice plays. I just get so frustrated at teams just owning us with their tight ends, man. Harrison Bryant making our team look like we can't defend, man. Just so frustrating. I knew Njoku was going to get into it, but this is the same old story when it comes to the New York Jets. And can we just? I kind of wish we did some segment today where we kind of started off the episode as if we lost, as if what should have happened happened. Right, whatever.
Well, let's do it right now.
Even if you score that Corey Davis touchdown, you cover the game. Good teams win. Good teams win. Great teams cover. That would have been my mantra coming here. 0-2. Well, Flacco didn't look that. I know everyone's praising Flacco. We called him elite. Everyone wanted to bench him halfway through this game, but he was fine.
Yeah,
he did have some ducks. I'll be honest with you. He had some ducks, and he had some plays. If you put some zip on it, could have been a touchdown. He was forcing it to Conklin. You can't not touch Myles Garrett when he's coming off the line. I mean,
this is what I'm talking about for Max Mitchell. Everyone's look, everyone's talking about.
No, that was on the left. That was on the left. Max Mitchell, first of all, dude, Max Mitchell, the fumble recovery god king. I love Max Mitchell with all my heart, bro.
But are you talking about the fumble that Joe Flacco had? Because that was from the right side against Max Mitchell. That was against Max Mitchell, and they overloaded on that side with
It was Myles Garrett who he came untouched, right? Oh no,
no, it was Clowney. It was Clowney, but y'all had Myles Garrett and Clowney side by side on that one. They overloaded that one side, and for Max Mitchell, and you had Elijah Varick Tucker. It's a complicated situation because you're talking about 2 top tier pass rushers on one side, but you can't help. You can't chip. You got to just let AVT do his thing, and you got to try to hold on for Clowney. Yes, Flacco should have better awareness, seeing on his own side, the right side, his strong side, of seeing attack a DN coming and just trying to force a fumble. Yes, but come on, man,
dude, it's so
tackle. You got to put your hands on it, man. Got to put your hands on it. Decent recovery, but you got to do better than that. You got to just go straight into it. You got to protect that quarterback.
It's so funny that Flacco threw 44 times. That's 307 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's the funniest stat line.
He's throwing a lot. He has a lot of attempts for not a lot of yards.
And Brissett had a good game too. 22 for 27. That's the most Brissett game. 229 yards, touchdown and a pick.
22 for 27. Yeah, it was solid. It was a solid game for him. Solid management game. He had a solid management game.
The rushing attack killed us. It doesn't look like that on paper, but honestly, they killed us.
Brutal. It was brutal.
We did do okay out of the backfield though. Cooper kind of murdered us, man.
9 out of 10, 101 yards, 1 TD. He was good. I mean, he was going against Sauce Gardner for the entire day. Look, Sauce is good. Sauce is going to be elite as a rookie. He did a decent job today. I wouldn't say that was great. He did a decent job. But Amari Cooper is a really good. He's not A tier, but he's B tier wide receiver in this league.
You know, it was A tier Garret Wilson.
That's a fact.
I'm not even joking, dude. I was one of the naysayers. I just wasn't that crazy obsessed with Garret Wilson because I thought he does the same thing as Elijah Moore does, and honestly, I think he still. I think he does. I think that's why Elijah
They
Moore is
do.
kind of fading in the background a little bit. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's fading in the background. I think he's more. I think people saw what he did last season, so they're going to pay attention to him, and they're going to leave the unknown rookie on one-on-one coverage. So you see that now that if you want to leave Garret Wilson on one-on-one coverage, he'll go out there and go eat. So I think it's going to change in the upcoming weeks where we may see a little bit more of an even spread offense because Elijah Moore just began getting worked.
So speaking of spread offense, it looks like the Jets are going to continuously be in this 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set instead of the 2 tight end set. We are way more productive with the 3 wide receivers on the field at the same time.
Yeah, well, let's get into this. Let's break it down offense and defense, man. Because this is where I would say if we want to go through issues with this win, I thought we should have ran the ball more than we did. I know there were attempts that weren't pretty, but we still didn't give our running backs enough attempts to really get them going. 7 attempts for both Breece Hall, Michael Carter. You had Breece Hall with 50 yards. He looked like a rocket today. You had Michael Carter. Didn't really get going like he did last season.
Should have had more because of that hold. Like that was a 22-yard, whatever.
But anyway, and you had the end arounds to Barrios and Wilson and Elijah Moore. Those are cute dummy plays that we did today just to see what could happen.
I hate those end arounds.
I mean, look, give it to Braxton Barrios all day long. He gets the positive yards.
I love Braxton Barrios so much.
Yo, he just hard working, man. Hard worker. Hard worker. Man puts on his
catch, right?
hard hat, brings his lunch pill to work type of guy.
Did they even throw to him? I don't even think they threw to him today.
No, they did not throw to him today. No need. Garret Wilson.
Garret Wilson. Yeah.
Garret Wilson. Look, all I would say is I wish they ran the ball more. That's what the gripe was with last week. That's my gripe for this week. You have 17 touches between both of your running backs. That's not enough. I get that they're trying to spread and like move down the field because they have all the weapons and you want to do some checkdowns to Carter and Breece Hall. But I think this offensive line has a better strength with run blocking than necessarily pass blocking. Today was pretty good. Pretty good pass blocking. But I would still like to see the
line
Jets
is back, as we said.
Yeah. But I still need to see more running, man. I need to see more of a balanced offense. I think you're putting a lot on Joe Flacco to keep moving the ball down the field. What do you think?
I mean, in a vacuum, I agree with you. But Cleveland was stacking the box. They want Flacco to beat them. They're giving us the underneath. They're leaving our players open. Conklin's open. Garret Wilson's open, but he has to work on the yak. Elijah Moore's open. Flacco missed a lot of passes today. It didn't look amazing. I just didn't think it was his fault. Everyone was freaking out, up until the last 95 seconds of this game. Everyone was like basically, wanting to light the Jets on fire. So I just want to kind of keep it realistic. Yes, I love how this game ended. I am ecstatic. I can't even believe what happened today, honestly. But the Jets have a lot of work to do going into Cincinnati next week. We got the preview episode coming up, but the Jets are definitely on to Cincinnati, and I hope we have our act together here because Cincinnati's 0-2. They stink. However, they have revenge on their mind. They cannot go 0-3. This might be the last game for the Jets backup, whether it's Flacco. Hand up. I didn't know Flacco was going to even make it through this game. I took, I keep talking to you about the Mojo athlete market. I took Mike White today. I bought some Mike White stock today just in case he got into the game. I really didn't know how that was going to work out. So, I'm proud of Joe Flacco. He absolutely killed it. I'm proud of Michael LaFleur. He called a great game besides the end rounds. The running, like you said, was great. Rucker got in the game. He had a couple nice blocks. I noticed him. I'm
Solid
hyped about.
blocking, yeah.
I'm hyped about CJ Uzama getting hyped on the sideline. Justin Hardy played well. Did Justin Hardy recover it? I'm pretty sure he did, right?
I think he did recover the
it's
ball
like
today.
like I mean, can we write it up any better? Justin Hardy, Braden Mann, Garret Wilson, Joe Flacco. What a game! Breece Hall played amazing. Honestly, welcome to the league for Breece Hall. He got his tutty today too.
Yes, he did.
I mean, him and Garret Wilson to end the half. The Jets to end the half tied was gritty as hell. After
sure.
that, the third quarter was fine. You know what I mean? Well, it was the whole third quarter. Cleveland scored 3. It was fine. There was a couple of nonsense plays. The refs weren't really amazing. Speaking of the refs not being amazing, shout out to Coach Saleh. I love him. Everybody gave him nonsense last week. I love the whole bit with the receipts because I agree. I'm with you. And you know, you tweeted from the account today with Albert Breer. Calling the Browns 2-0, looking ahead to their 4-week schedule, all this stuff, dude.
You thought?
Yeah, like it's nuts. I mean, ESPN has us literally ranked 32. Like every time there's a mock draft, the Jets are first. Like it's too much, man. And I'm glad that Coach Saleh has these quote unquote receipts. I'm glad that Saleh screams at the ref when he's pissed off and when he sees, dude, he was screaming at the ref, not one call. He was totally right. Not one call went our way. He freaking out after the hold. We didn't get.
There was a lot of calls against us. There was a
dude,
lot of
it
calls.
was crazy. I don't know how I feel about the passing, the roughing the passer on Michael Clemens, but come on, man. Dude, there's a lot of close plays today. So I mean, if you're listening to this, I'm just as hyped as you are. I was going absolutely nuts today.
Well, it's even like when they, it's like even when they called the catch by, I forget who called it. It was out of bounds in like the first quarter. It's like it's clearly not out of bounds. Like you see a little patch of green grass in the wide receiver.
Was that Conklin? It was Conklin.
I think it was Conklin.
Yes, it was Conklin. He had these white shoes. Yes. Dude, that was definitely a catch. I agree with you. And the Peoples Jones, before it was over, that was definitely not a catch.
That was not a catch. But yeah, they're putting their hands up like that's a touchdown. I'm like, yo.
It was
so
tough,
Conklin isn't a catch. That's touchdown. I was like, I just want to know. Look, man, I saw the Tim Donaghy Untold. You always talk about it, how refs have like their meetings. What's the meeting when it comes to the Jets? Honestly, what is this meeting? And it's not even the penalties were. So
it has to be.
The penalties weren't even that far off. It was 8 towards the Jets, 5 towards the Browns. But it's just some of these questionable calls that are not penalties, right? When it comes down to catches, measuring the yards, holding, like yes, that's a penalty, holding, but it's just insane, man. It really is insane. Giving Peoples Jones the TD and saying that's a TD, it's like that is like what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Like that you could easily see that the ball is out of his hands on the ground.
I agree.
It's just nuts, man. It's truly just nuts. But let's move on to the defensive side because look, wide receivers, solid day for wide receivers, solid day for Flacco. Wish I saw more running, but I get it. But it was a solid day all around for the offense. Defense, not so much. And especially when it came down in the fourth quarter and you just see Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt going to town every single play, man. Like they were trying to run out the clock. And I was like, can we just tackle? Is form tackling that much of a lost art that everyone's just diving at feet and just hoping for everything to like people to fall? Like, well, what's going on, bro? How are you feeling?
I don't think it's that easy, man. To be honest with you, I do not want to play the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs. Deshaun Watson coming back, Nick Chubb going all game, and then Kareem Hunt coming in fresh legs in the third and fourth quarter. Dude, it's not fair. He was running people over. Dude, I don't think that we weren't being fundamental. I just think it's really hard to tackle a fresh Kareem Hunt in the fourth quarter after having to deal with Nick Chubb all game. Honestly, I am really. I'm telling you right now, I'm buying the Cleveland Browns stock towards the end of the year. They're going to continually get better as this year goes on, especially if they're grinding out wins. Like today was a terrible loss for them. Obviously, they deserve it with their stupid logo in the middle of the field, but they scrapped the win last week. If they could just go 500 for Deshaun Watson until he comes back, they're going to be scrappy, man. I really like what they could do. They have a really good defense. They have a scrappy running backs. I don't know. I'm just letting you know this Cleveland team is going to be a lot better than we think. But dude, 31-30? 31, the over-under was 39.5 for this game.
Yes.
I mean, nobody saw this game coming.
No, but what we did know from last week is we both called the Jets winning.
I mean, the Jets had to win. They had to have won this game. I'm really pissed off that Cincinnati lost. Imagine the Jets and Cincinnati were 0-2. Holy crap, that'd be so bad, dude.
Oh my goodness! And I do remember saying we were talking about the spread 6.5. I was like, you should take that. And you're like, oh, I already am. So like, we were on the same page. We were on the same page for this game.
6.5 was easy, man. 6.5 was easy for me. I wonder what it's going to be next week for Cincinnati. I haven't looked at it. I hope
12.
No way, dude. They're 0-2. 12 for who?
I'm joking for Cincinnati. I'm just joking because these lines are just crazy. Like they're disrespecting the Jets in all fashions, man. They really are.
I think the Jets are going to be plus 5.5 at home. That's
really.
Guess.
I don't think they're going to be.
What do you think?
No, absolutely. I'm thinking that
on this segment. What do you think it is? Whose line is it? Whose line is it anyway?
Bengals. I'm gonna go realistic with throw it again with the 6.5, man. They're gonna do a 6.5, maybe 8, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there for the line.
5.
They got 5 right now for the Jets or
Plus
for Bengals.
5. Plus 5 at home. Jets are plus 5 at home. I was a half point off. Yeah, dude. That's a pretty good line. I don't know where I would go there. That's a good line. That's a scary line. There's plenty to talk about in the Jets preview.
For sure. What do you think?
Jets, etc. period on our YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. What's up?
That's a fact. No, I was just gonna say, just like to wrap up on the defense. I really liked Carl Lawson coming out today, getting that sack, man. Like that was huge.
He's so good. Is Jermaine Johnson hurt?
It looks like he just.
It looked like he had a cramp.
If he came back. Yeah, it looked like he was cramping. I think that's it, man. I mean, you're playing a lot. I don't know what the weather was like in Cleveland, if it was hot or not, but when you're playing, you're chopping.
Boy.
Yeah. But defense, man.
Eccles played really well. He had a big stop.
Yep. DJ Reed had that DJ Reed had that hit, man, on that quick. That was it I think it was a screen. I think they were trying to run a screen. Or like what was maybe a quick hitch, but I don't forget who was on, but DJ Reed came flying in and just took that dude out. I was like, that's
emphatic slam.
Yeah, man. That's a hit. That is a hit.
Dude,
we got a good defense. Quan Alexander was out there just doing his thing, man. He's a beast. He's got a motor. Dude's got a motor.
Better be healthy too. He got hurt today as well. We got some bad injuries, but I'll tell you one thing. Every time there's a big play on defense, Quan Alexander's involved. DJ Reed's involved.
But you know who had the biggest defensive play today? And I have to give him his flowers. It's one Ashton Davis.
Dude, Ashton,
the only defensive snap. Only defensive snap today.
Was that really?
His first defensive snap of the game.
That's actually hilarious. You know why that's so funny? Because
it's poetic for Ashton Davis.
Dude, that is hilarious. I didn't know that. Coach Saleh said in the press conference, I listened to it on my drive. He was like, there's a reason that Ashton Davis
he can get out of here.
Doesn't get cut. I didn't realize that was literally the only play. That's hilarious.
Get out of here. I'll be nice. Ashton Davis, you did your thing, man. You did your thing. You get a lot
batting
of heat from me.
1,000. He's batting 1,000.
Truly batting 1,000
play,
right
one
now.
one play, one interception. What else do you
One
want?
play, one interception. Oh my God! But yeah,
Dude,
Ashton Davis to seal the deal.
I can't believe the Jets won. Dude, Joe Flacco in the post game, which was an amazing post game on the field, he was just like, dude, I was trying to just settle down because there's 22 seconds left. Like, I don't know. Like, we just scored twice in 95 seconds. Like, in the Browns just go and get a field goal. They don't have to score a touchdown. So it was just funny that he was nervous. Like, Ashton Davis, it was actually a big play. Like, they could have.
Oh, it was a massive play. Oh no, it was a massive play.
They could have easily got the field goal.
No, yeah, no, it easily could have gone the other way. Easily, dude. Easily.
So
that's
funny.
why what makes it
I kind of saw. I
so
had
crazy.
I had a flash. I'm not gonna lie. I had a flash in my brain. I had two flashes in my brain. One, that obviously they're gonna recover the onside kick, and I'm just gonna cry into oblivion and start my spin zone about how it's okay because they covered 6.5. And then I had another flash of them just hitting that field goal. And everything just completely erasing. And it's just, Jets fake comeback. Yeah, they tried. Still 0-2. Same old Jets. Fumble here, fumble there. Like, I was ready for it.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Literally flashed in my brain during that last drive.
You go on Twitter when it was 30-17 with less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was grim.
Joe Flacco's being castrated.
It was grim.
Public.
Joe Flacco was ready to be killed. Saleh was on the chopping block. Mike LaFleur was on the chopping block. Everyone was about to get it. First of all, I find it funny that Michael Carter comes out here. He's like, "You guys take it too seriously, like over these one losses." It's like, I get what you're saying, bro, but this is the New York Jets. Let's know this territory around here. We've been doing a lot of losing. It's not just last week, but it's a lot of losing that's just been building up pressure. But
speaking of, I forgot what was that. Oh, man, it slipped my mind. No, this is not amazing podcasting, but it slipped my mind. What did Saleh do that he didn't call timeout at the end of the first half? It was so long ago right now, just for me.
He was letting the clock run out for
I gotta rewatch it. I just remember he made a
the punt. They're about to punt. Cleveland was about to punt, and they didn't call the
timeout to get the ball.
He didn't call, but he had 2 timeouts left, and I get that idea. You want to use both your timeouts while you're on offense, so I get that. Look, you want to have that ability to go talk to your offense.
He won one road game last year, and that was versus the Texans, the lowly Texans versus rookie Mills. Which I like Mills, but he's a rookie last year. A rookie head coach, Lovie Smith. This year, he finally got his first road game, but it happened to be the first game of the season. Happened to be a home opener for Cleveland. It's a pretty good one, man. He had his rookie mistakes. I think that was a mistake. I got to rewatch it and get the exact scenario. I'll talk about it next episode. But dude, we're on Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati. We're 1-1. Who would have thought that we would have won a game in September, man? With elite Flacco.
We have to. Call
it
right now.
Flacco.
Is Zach Wilson coming back, or we give him one more week? It's going to be Zach Wilson. It's going to be the Zach Wilson week. We're going to talk about him all week.
I know, but he's going to get one more week. Come back for Steelers.
Joe Flacco and Mike White.
Joe Flacco and Mike White for one more time, man. One more rodeo.
Dude, if Mike White gets in this game and beats Cincinnati Bengals, Bengals better tip their hat and call him their daddy. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Aaron
Pay
Judge.
his bills. Just pay his bills, man. You have to
5'9". You understand? Dude, this lineup is so different with Rizzo in there, but 5'9". I bought tickets to the Saturday game, the last series at home. We'll see.
Nice. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
I'm in left field, row 6. Can you imagine?
That'd be great.
If I catch an Aaron Judge home run, he's gonna have more than 60s. He has 59. Anything 60 plus is unreal. Anything 61 plus is unreal, dude. I know I'm just dreaming, but that would be insane.
Hey, man, at this point, you can do a lot of dreaming because Everyone was
The
dreaming the
Jets
Jets would come.
won 13.
The Jets would come back
Down 13
with a
95 seconds,
13.
no timeouts, bro. I can catch an Aaron Judge ball. I agree. On Cincinnati.
Keep dreaming. Anything can happen. Anything
On
can happen.
Cincinnati. Yeah,
On to
plus 5.
Cincinnati. And you know what?
Money
Ashton
line,
Davis,
plus 170.
Brandon Mann, you guys get this podcast.
And Justin Hardy.
This is all dedicated to you. No
Oh,
slander today. You guys were phenomenal. Man, all I'll say is Tyler Conklin, catch those goddamn balls before we get out of here. Can I just say, hold on. Hold on. I get it. I get the love-hate relationship. I'll say this, though, because there were passes to Conklin down the middle, which would have eaten even more clock.
That was nice that he dropped them at the end. I agree.
It was nice that he dropped them, but at the same time, when he between that and then fumbling and Max Mitchell had to go recover that, it's like, dude.
Max Mitchell just every time Tyler Conklin catches, Max Mitchell just following him.
Max Mitchell is essentially Tyler Conklin's
he saved
mother.
Our game. He saved our game twice. Even though
Max Mitchell is Tyler
Conklin's
Conklin's mother. That man is following that baby around like, no, don't hit your head. No, don't hit your head. Like, truly.
He's cleaning up. He's just cleaning up behind them. But yeah.
It's crazy.
Jets, baby. Cincinnati stinks. They lost to the Cowboys. I didn't watch the game, so I can't talk much about it. I'll rewatch it this week, but I think we can do it, man. We'll see. Let's see how bad Cincinnati is.
2-1 winning record in the AFC East.
Dude, the Bengals can't go 0-3. That'd be crazy.
No, they got this game circled, bro. They got this game circled. Well, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck for this one. This is going to be a tough one. But yo, good stuff, man. I don't got any more. The only thing I guess I will say is because this podcast is known to be non-Tua believers. That game by Tua. How are you feeling?
On? That was a good game. I can't believe they won, dude. I can't believe
it either.
The Ravens lost. I can't believe the Raiders lost. I can't believe it. I can't believe the Browns lost.
I can't believe the Browns lost either. Talk about a tale of two halves for the Dolphins and the Ravens game. First half for most of the game, it was Lamar needs to get paid. And then the script flipped to saying Tua's that dude. Don't disrespect him. I'm like, this game is wild. This is all over the place.
He deserved it. He played really well.
He did play really well today.
I'm still a Tua hater, but he played really well.
Yeah, no. We could acknowledge when someone played really well today. We could acknowledge, but wild stuff. Absolutely wild stuff in the NFL. That's why the sport is so much fun. You never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen.
Winning.
Like the Jets winning when they're down 13 with 95 seconds to go. No one ever would see. I wish I had that on the bingo card. I didn't have that one.
I'm literally gonna rewatch it right now. As soon as we get off
this is what I don't buy NFTs, but I don't buy NFTs, but I would like to buy this as an NFT.
I agree. I'm gonna rewatch it right now in the full broadcast mode. Not the condensed, not the old. I want to hear it. I want to live it with stress free.
Relive it all again. Love it.
Stare at the Browns colored tie. JTS Jets baby. 101. Let's get it. And
Brownie the Elf. Brownie the Elf. You can stay retired. Good win by the Giants. They're 2-0. New York.
That ref stinks.
New York.
But the logo stinks too.
New York had a great day. But yo, John, good stuff, bro. We'll be back later this week to preview the Jets versus the Bengals game. We'll get Greg's takes on this past game because we're missing Greg. We're all over the place this last 2 weeks, just like NFL Sunday Ticket, all over the place. Not really operating at full steam ahead yet, but we'll get there. We're gonna get there.
Doubleheader Monday night too, man. Good stuff.
That makes no sense. No sense. Absolutely no sense. But on that note, thank everyone for tuning in for another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. If you like what you were watching, please make sure to subscribe. We're on all audio listening platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, you name it. We are there. If you listen to us on Apple or Spotify, please make sure to give us that 5-star rating. And if you listen to us on Apple, please make sure to leave a review or comment. We're also partnered with Minute Media and Fansite, so you can find this podcast on the Jet Press and the Daily Knicks. And if you're watching us on YouTube, it'd just be so kind if you could just hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you know when a new episode drops. leave a comment, add to the conversation. We got some shorts. We got these lengthy videos. You need anything, we got you covered, especially if you like sports betting, because we got another podcast on this channel. It's called Winning Picks Weekly. John, video producer Greg, and our guy and co-host Chip Murphy. These guys go through every sport possible and give you their takes, so that way you can have a good winning.
Dude, I absolutely annihilated Saturday. I annihilated. Just saying.
So you know what that means, guys. You gotta go back and check out
That's
and
all I
go
have to
listen to
say.
it and get ready for this upcoming week.
We're on
You
to
talk
week,
about
we're on to week 4.
Week 4 college football, baby.
Damn, we're on to week 4, bro.
On to week 4. Look, these guys cover college football, NFL, NBA, MLB, you name it. These guys got you covered. Then that last and certainly not least,
playoffs, Alex. Oh my God, I'm not ready.
and last but certainly not least, please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We are there. All right, everyone. Catch you later this week. We out.
Jets.